WSYC 88.7 Shippensburg. Welcome to a special show tonight. Soundtrack of Our Lives. Going to be featuring a good friend of mine, Justin Perkins, tonight. We will be going over all of the soundtrack of his life and different songs relating to stuff that happened. Justin, welcome.
Hey everybody, I'm glad to be here.
And do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? What year are you in school?
I'm Justin Perkins. I'm a senior right now. I'm going to be graduating in December. I am in the communications degree.
That's awesome. You enjoying that?
I love it. It's so much better than the engineering and the math and stuff I had to do before, because I absolutely appalled math and I never want to do it again.
All right. Well, that's awesome. So let's start about your first song here. We have a list, which you pre-gave me, of all different kinds of songs. We've got a wide variety. We've got some pop country thrown in here, but
I don't necessarily condone all the songs that are on the list. I just like them, purely for nostalgia purposes.
Then we also have a lot of video game soundtracks, which we'll of course hear more about your obsession with that.
Yeah, my nerdy side is showing.
And then we also have some pop songs on here and some old 80s cheesy music, which I know that you love.
I love cheesy music.
All right, so let's talk about your first song here. We have a 1987 song, actually, called Breakout from Swing Out Sister. And you want to tell us why this song would be on your soundtrack?
This song's on the soundtrack because when I was younger and we got our first minivan for my little brother and I, the minivan had a tape deck in it. And to show off the fabulous tape deck, they gave us this free tape with all this older music on it. And the first song was this re-rendition of Itsy Bitsy Spider, and the second one was Breakout by Swing Out Sister. And I've never been able to find the first song, but the second one, I would listen to this tape every single night before I went to bed. I guess because it reminded me of riding in the car. I don't really know.
How old were you with this?
Oh, just really young. I just remember we lived at our old house, and I had a water bed. That shows you how old it was. And my timeline in my head is really awful, so you're just going to hear me say constantly, oh yeah, I remember this happening. I can't put it in order with anything. I think most of this stuff's chronological, but just every single night, this is the only tape I would listen to. I'd leave it on all night while I went to sleep, and I would always fall asleep by the second song, and that's this song.
All right, so what year were you born then?
1985.
Okay, then this is an album from that year, actually. It's called It's Better to Travel. I'm going to let you hear this song, Breakout by Swing Out Sister from the Mercury label. So enjoy the first song on Justin Perkins' soundtrack to his life.
You got to find a way, say what you want
All right, the first song on Soundtracks of Our Lives, Justin Perkins, of course, our star tonight. Breakout, Swing Out Sister. Quite a happy little dance tune there.
Yeah, you can still hear that at like every grocery store and Kmart and Walmart. You know, if you need to hear it again, just head on down to Walmart tonight at 3 a.m. and I'm sure they'll play it pretty close to then.
Yeah, it's on rotation somewhere in there. All right, so the next song here, I can't absolutely agree with your choice of music here, but
like I said, nostalgia purposes only.
Well, this one's by a old country band, Alabama. They've been around since the 70s. Definitely not a well-liked band by critics, but why in the world is this song, or band song, Roll On, 18-wheeler traveling song?
My parents are kind of old country folk, and my dad, he really likes Alabama. And also, another way back when, which I can't remember specifically, we would go on vacations every year to Deep Creek Lake in Maryland, and it was always this huge, it was almost like a family reunion every year, that we would go to this lake house, and it was always around Labor Day weekend. And that trip's only like 2 hours. When we were younger, it felt like 10 or 12-hour trip. We'd sleep and have blankets and pillows and everything. It was a huge road trip deal. And my dad would always have this song playing, Roll On, I guess because it was, maybe he secretly wanted to be in a convoy, or he felt like a trucker driving his family to Deep Creek Lake every year. But
is this in the van? Is this in that van with breakdance?
Yes, this is probably still in the tape deck van. I'm sure this song was originally on tape somewhere at our house, but he would always play it, so it always reminds me of taking that trip.
All right, well, Roll On, Alabama, from the album actually called Roll On. It's a 1984 song, a little bit before your time. But
a little bit.
I guess your dad enjoys this one. So this one's for your dad. Enjoy that. Bring back some memories, and maybe you'll go on vacation sometime soon.
We're looking, my girlfriend and I, we're looking at trying to rent a cabin this summer, since we don't get to go on any other vacations. So.
You're going to play this song, right?
Maybe. She likes country, so maybe I'll play it for her once we get going. Yeah. Convoy.
All right. 18-wheeler. Here we go. Roll On.
How about you, Alabama? Roll on.
Roll on, highway, roll on along. Roll on, daddy, till you get back home. Roll on, family, roll on, crew. Roll on, mama, like I asked you to do. And roll on, 18-wheeler, roll on. Roll on! Well, it's Monday morning, he's kissing mama goodbye. He's up and gone with the sun. Daddy drives an 18-wheeler, and he's off on a Midwest run. And three sad faces gather around mama. They ask her when daddy's coming home. Daddy drives an 18-wheeler, and they sure miss him when he's gone. Yeah, they do. But he calls them every night and tells them that he loves them. He taught them this song to sing. Roll on, highway, roll on along. Roll on, daddy, till you get back home. Roll on, family, roll on, crew. Roll on, mama, like I asked you to do. And roll on, 18-wheeler, roll on. Roll on! Well, it's Wednesday evening, mama's waiting by the phone. It rings, but it's not his voice. Seems the highway patrol has found a jackknifed rig in a snowbank in Illinois. But the driver was missing, and the search had been abandoned, 'cause the weather had everything stalled. And they had checked all the houses and the local motels. When they had some more news, they'd call. And she told him when they found him to tell him that she loved him. And she hung up the phone singing, roll on, highway, roll on along. Roll on, And when the call came in, it was Daddy on the other end, asking her if she had been singing the song, singing, roll on highway, roll on along, roll on Daddy till you get back home. Roll on family, roll on crew, roll on mama like I asked you to do, and roll on 18-wheeler, roll on highway, roll on along, roll on Daddy till you get back home. Roll on family, roll on crew, roll on mama like I asked you to do, and roll on 18-wheeler, roll on, roll on. 18-wheeler, 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 18-wheeler. Roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on.
All right, suffering through some Alabama here, Justin.
You made that look really, really painful.
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, this is the soundtrack to your life, so I won't criticize you too much for that.
No, that's okay. I don't want to, totally dip out your listeners by my bizarre music taste.
Our whole two that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Good for them.
Good for them. Suffering through that. All right, so let's move on. Now, since I've known you, you've always had a peculiar sense of dress. You've had a Nintendo belt, which you are wearing today.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the secret code that's on your belt right now?
It's the Konami code, the left, right, up, down, A, B, select, start. It was the original code to the Contra games that got you like infinite lives or something, and like infinite continues, and everyone. It's called the Konami code.
Yes, and for people that don't know what codes mean, that's cheat codes.
Yeah, it was a cheat code so that you could actually beat that impossible game on like hard mode or something.
That's what I did in Tomb Raider. I cheated, and I could never die.
There's nothing wrong with cheating. Nothing wrong at all.
And then you also have Zelda.
I also have Zelda on my hoodie. I've got a Zelda shield, Hyrulean shield hoodie.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but that's all right.
That's Link's shield. That's like his.
And Link is
Link. He's from the Zelda series. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So speaking of which,
our
next song is The Legend of Zelda: The Forest Theme.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Is it a level?
Yes. Well, after you collect the 3 pendants in Link to the Past for the Super NES, you get to go and get the Master Sword in the forest.
All right. So why, of course, besides from your obsession, how?
This is kind of how my obsession started. This goes out to my grandfather, who is no longer with us. He passed away a while ago from cancer. But one Christmas, he opened his present from Santa Claus, quote unquote, and he got a Super Nintendo, and no one had any idea who had bought this thing for him. I mean,
Santa did.
Yeah, Santa did. That's what we believed, but now I realize no one had any clue where it came from. He was like a 75-year-old man with a Super NES for Christmas. Turns out he had bought it for himself, and he wanted to try it out. He actually used to be a psychology major here at the university.
Right.
He had bought this thing for himself, and he loved it. He had, like, Link to the Past, Super Mario World, Super Scope, all kinds of great games, chess games. He was a brilliant guy, and I owe a lot to him. He taught me a lot. He taught me how to play chess, and...
on the video game console, or
in real life? In real life and on the video game console. He had both. He was just a fantastic guy, and that's when I started becoming obsessed with games, because I would go over to his house and play on his Super NES.
Instead of baking cookies with Grandma, you'd play.
Spend a lot of time playing video games. She would tell me he'd get up at 3 in the morning and start playing video games till like 9 o'clock at night and go to bed and do the same thing the next day.
Yeah, that works, though.
That's how I plan to spend my retirement. I don't know who could wish for anything better than to just get up at 3 in the morning and play video games all day with nothing else to do.
And what kind of video game console will you be playing when you're 75?
When I'm 75? Oh my goodness, I have no idea. Maybe like Wii Cubed or something. whatever comes of this PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Wii generation debacle, this little war that they've got going on for the consoles.
You think there'll be another upcomer to compete with these guys, Nintendo and Sony, and
each company will make a new console next generation.
Now, we can also plug your TV show here to further your obsession. You have
Oh yeah,
a
we
show
started
here on campus.
Yeah, we started
Reset.
a TV show called Reset here on campus. It was airing every like Wednesday night or so around 7 o'clock on public access. We actually won't be starting our next episode. We're going to be doing more episodes next semester, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of people really liked it.
And
we
that's
enjoyed doing it.
Linked up to what website?
Right now, it's on my profile account on stickem.com.
Can anybody go see that?
Yep, anybody can go see it. If
What
you go
do they
and
search?
just go to www.stickcam.com and look for a profile for Tiny Bruce. That's me. That's my alter internet ego. If you ever want to find me anywhere, I'm always Tiny Bruce, including in video games. And you can go and watch the first 2 episodes of the show. I think are both online.
Now you have 2 other guys that do this with you that are just as obsessed or more.
Matt McKeag might actually be even more obsessed than me about video games, and he actually came up with the idea for Reset, and we volunteered to start the show. And Kyle Hendrickson is also was helping us out. He originally started doing like video game reviews, and he does a lot of stuff on YouTube.
And that's what the show is, just reviews, gossip.
Oh, we
kind of
do
thing.
we do news, reviews, gossip, comedy, our attempt at comedy. We did a lot of skits. We did all kinds of stuff. We did everything we could think of. It was basically an X-Play with 0 budget.
That's awesome. All right. Well, all brought to you, of course, by SUTV here, Campus Media.
Yes, SUTV is awesome.
And SYC is letting you in behind the scenes of how this all got started. So let's hear the Forest theme. This is by Koji Kondo, who you told me he's a big composer.
Main composer for a lot of great Nintendo games.
Yes, I saw online that one of his CDs, actually the Legend of Zelda soundtrack, goes for quite a lot of money. Out of print type thing.
Yep.
So.
Mostly only printed in Japan and not for very long.
Yep, so there you go. So this is from your grandfather's influence, Legend of Zelda. This game was on Super Nintendo, correct?
Yes.
And
Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. So this is the Forest theme from that by Koji Kondo. From The Legend of Zelda. Some theme music. All right. So, theme from Legend of Zelda, the Forest theme, actually. A song by Koji Kondo.
Mm-hmm.
I said that right?
Yep.
Okay. All
Close
right.
enough.
Okay, that's awesome. It's Japanese. I can't quite
Mm-hmm.
get those. At least it's not anything ridiculous. Okay, so our next song here. Not that, man, your music list for your soundtrack is rough. But
I know. You know what? This is only the beginning. There's some better ones down the line. Once they start getting a little more recent.
Yes. Well, this one is a spoof song. This artist is notorious for doing this. Weird Al Yankovic. He's had many covers, so to say, of different songs. This one's a spoof on Soul Asylum's 1995 song Misery. And it's called Syndicated Incorporated, and it's from the album Bad Hair Day. So why do we have this album here?
This is another vehicle related. Maybe I've spent way too much time on the road or in cars, but this was second time we got a minivan. Now they needed to show off that we had a fantastic brand new state-of-the-art CD player.
Very nice.
Which we did not own any CD players in the house. It was far too new technology. We couldn't handle it.
The car dealership didn't give you this one, did they?
No, this one wasn't free. This one we bought the van, and I think on the way back home from the dealership, we stopped at a record store, and we were like, oh, everyone gets to pick out a CD so we can try the brand new CD player. It'll be so amazing, and it'll be wonderful. So we all got to go and pick out CDs.
They were expensive at this time, too.
Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started on
$18.99 for a new CD.
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
No. My parents bought it for me. I was still a youngin'. We had just gotten a new minivan.
You should be working, boy.
I should have had a job at I was probably 9 or who knows. But one of my cousins had this on tape, and they thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I had never heard of Weird Al Yankovic. And I bought the CD because I was like, oh, I love the tape. This will be fun. Of course, my parents were like, no. Because who wants to listen to Weird Al driving in the car? Matt McKaig does, actually, who works on Reset with us. If you have any Weird Al questions, ask him. He's the biggest Weird Al fan I've ever met.
Yep.
I'm a fan, but I can't answer all the trivia he can.
You want a poster on your wall? Or
I don't have any posters. I've never been to a concert. I've owned a lot of the albums that's the extent of my Weird Al knowledge. He has all that stuff, posters, concert tickets, T-shirts. But yeah.
So in a way, this song kind of makes you think of two different things. Not only your amazing first new CD player, but also your Reset friend.
Yes, my best friend here at Ship. And this was just my favorite song on the CD for some reason. To be honest, I didn't even at first know that they were all parodies, except for the first one, because I just knew so little about music. I didn't recognize any of the parodies, and when I heard these songs on the radio, I thought they had taken Weird Al songs. But, I was young. You have to forgive me. I was very confused and impressionable, but
wow.
This was definitely my favorite song. And I don't even I've heard the Misery song, and I prefer this one because I heard it first, which is an awful thing to say, I know.
Yes.
But props to the original artist.
Roll my eyes at you for that one. This song is also, the Soul Asylum's version is featured in the new movie Clerks 2. Have you seen that one?
Yes, I just saw it, and I thought it was fantastic. It was offensively fantastic.
Yes.
I was surprised how agape my mouth was the whole movie.
So this is the song that plays. Well, that was the song that played at the end. This is a takeoff of that song. So let's listen to this, and then we'll go back into some more video game stuff coming up,
and then some actual real music from artists you might actually recognize.
All right, so we're excited for that. But here we go. Syndicated Incorporated, Weird Al Yankovic from the album Bad Hair Day, 1996. Here we go.
They're on my TV. Syndicated, Incorporated. Mash and all and the family, the Monsters of Mayberry RFD. I will always be busy watching my TV. Oprah Winfrey talks to me every day at 3. Then soon it'll be Wheel and Jeopardy. Syndicated, incorporated. Syndicated, incorporated. Well, I'm in such ecstasy when I'm watching TV. I'm a boob to devotee. Think I'm losing my sanity. I'm addicted to Regis and Kathy Lee. Forever I will always be glued to my TV. Love the Partridge Family and Dynasty and Laverne and Shirley and hard copy. Syndicated, incorporated. Syndicated, incorporated. Syndicated, incorporated. And all in the family. Syndicated, incorporated. Regis and Kathy. Syndicated, incorporated. I will always be syndicated, incorporated. Watching my TV. Syndicated, incorporated. Think I'm losing my sanity. Syndicated, incorporated.
All right, you're listening to a special radio presentation of the soundtrack of Justin Perkins' life, who's here with me in the studio. You just heard Syndicated Incorporated by Weird Al Yankovic, which of course was Justin's first CD and reminds him of a very good friend of his, which goes here to Shippensburg as well. Yes. So, your next song, another video game theme. This one from Donkey Kong Country 2. Which gaming system are we on now?
We're still on the Super Nintendo, actually.
Alright.
Some of the older songs on the old consoles, still in the MIDI format, are some of the best songs. These ones are all arranged, though, so these sound a little better. But
No, I can't remember. Donkey Kong Country, is that the one that had the second one? Is that the one that had Diddy and the little girl monkey?
Yes.
Where Donkey Kong gets stolen.
yes,
And they have
very
to go to
good.
treatment.
You
Yeah.
know, yes, you know your Super Nintendo Donkey Kong game.
I had that one. I
That-
used to go fishing.
It was a fantastic game.
All right, so why is this one on the soundtrack to your life, aside from your Nintendo obsession?
Aside from the Nintendo obsession, this one year I got the game for Christmas, I believe. Also young. We'll go back to when I was young. I got the game for Christmas. I did not play it for the longest time, and then just before New Year's, I decided I'd play it. And every year at New Year's, back when we lived at our old house, we had a big basement and like a decent sized living room. And for New Year's, we would have the entire family come to our house and spend the night.
Right.
And we would have food and we'd have breakfast in the morning. But I mean, my mom's side of the family is a big family. They all live out in Pleasant Hall. They're all neighbors to each other. But there's like, we would have like 40 or 50 people, cousins I never met, and aunts and uncles, and
Where you have to sit around and be like, who's that again?
yeah, you got to ask, wait, who's that? Why are they here? Like, are you sure they're not just from down the street? Do we actually know them? Like, we'd have to have blood tests of people coming in the door to make sure they were admitted. But we would have tons of people laying on the floor in sleeping bags, just all in like this big Tetris-like pattern so that we could all fit. And we would watch the ball drop, and then we'd, stay up for a little while and eat and drink and talk, and then everyone would go to sleep. Well, I had started playing this game, and it was such a fantastic game. I couldn't stop playing it. I think I slept for like 2 hours New Year's. I had just started playing it. I watched the ball drop, turned it right back on, and kept playing it. Went to sleep for 2 hours and woke up before anyone else the next morning and started playing it. And of course, the TV's glowing on everyone in the room, so I'm sure they weren't happy at me. I just started playing it, and I'm sitting there, in my underwear, playing Donkey Kong Country, and everyone's all around me is waking up, having breakfast. They're like, "Justin, you want breakfast?" I'm like, "No, I'm playing Donkey Kong, Mom. Leave me alone. Trying to beat the alligator level." And so there I sat, and everyone left, and it just reminds me of New Year's now for some reason.
Now, which one is the Sticker Brush Symphony from?
Sticker Brush is actually from the level. I remember the level name. It was called Bramble Scramble, and I loved the song.
Which one is the one? Is that the one with the roller? No, that's not the one with
the roller coaster level was like the level before it, I think.
I hated that level.
With the jumping or the
fall
racing?
Off the track.
Oh, falling off the track. Yeah. The game wasn't easy. But I actually went through that entire game without... This was like before internet and cheats, I think. Went through the entire game about 120%. All the DK coins, all the banana coins, all the bonuses.
That's pretty good.
That took me a long time. That's how much I like the game. And the Bramble Scramble level, it was like the one with the barrels spinning and the thorn bushes all around you.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that one.
And I love the music, and that was the level I just happened to be on that morning when I woke up.
It's amazing that you remember the music, because I was always so angry at my video games. My poor brother faced the full-on assault of me being angry and throwing controllers and breaking controllers.
Oh, we did that when we were little, where you pull the controller out and you hit reset.
Yeah, and you hit it against the cabinet in your room, and it makes a loud noise and breaks. And Cody didn't like playing video games with me. I would beat up on him.
You're very competitive.
Yes, I would get mad I would hit him for me losing. So.
Oh, that's sad. you gotta appreciate your time with your siblings, especially over a good video game.
You have a sibling, correct?
Yes, I have.
Is he younger or older?
I have one younger brother who goes to Pittsburgh, and he loves video games.
So you never beat up on him?
Oh yeah, I'd beat up on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably at home right now playing Pokemon. If he's listening, I'm sure he's playing Pokemon right now. He just bought the new game, and he has not put it down for like 3 days.
Which console is this?
This is for the Nintendo DS.
Okay.
And he just raves, and he keeps telling me, "Oh, I've got this Pokemon. The thing's like 740 pounds and like 3 stories tall." I'm like, doesn't look like that on that little screen. I got out of Pokemon, a long time ago.
Yeah, I had those for Game Boy. My brother was always into PlayStation 2, so whenever he got that, we moved across the hall from my room with the Super Nintendo to his room with the PlayStation 2, and now he's all grown up and making grown-up decisions, and we don't play video games together anymore.
Oh, so. we still. I think I'll always play video games, but the music. There's a lot of great games that have some amazing soundtracks, like orchestrated soundtracks. That really, I think the industry doesn't get enough credit for the music. And
now, do you know who did the song for the Donkey Kong series, or is that?
I don't know.
You have to look that one up.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. It could have been. It could have been Koji Kondo again. Yeah. I don't actually know.
Right. All right. So let's hear this Sticker Brush Symphony that I've never paid attention to. I've obviously played the game, but completely missed the music.
Well, now you get your second chance.
Yeah. Too bad I don't have my Super Nintendo.
We should have brought it with us. We could have plugged it in and played it.
Yeah, we have a TV over there.
Could have read our scores off, and we could have, taken bets from people.
Actually, I found mine. I was cleaning my room under my bed. All my Super Nintendos under there. So, all the controllers, games, everything. I had the cheat thing that you plugged in. And
you had the, what was that
Game
called?
Shark.
Game Shark, yeah. I've never owned a Game Shark.
And then I also had a thing where you could plug your Game Boy games into the Super Nintendo.
I do have that, the Super Game Boy, and you can play. I have it so I can actually beat Link's Awakening, because I can't stand to look at it on the little screen.
Pokemon on Super Nintendo with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Pokemon's a great game, and I love that little Game Boy, hookup so that you can play it on the big screen.
Yes. All right. We'll go into real music soon, I promise. But this is...
don't go anywhere, our whole 2 listeners that are still listening to us online.
We've got two more video game tracks. Yes. 2.
It looks like it.
2 more, yeah. But those aren't for a little while. We'll have some real music in between. So this one's Sticker Rush Symphony, Donkey Kong Country 2, Justin's New Year's in his underwear.
In my underwear. You seem to enjoy that part.
Charming.
Thanks.
right, so yet another video game theme. That one, of course, being the Sticker Brush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2, which hopefully Justin Girlfriend is thinking of playing that game now.
Yeah, we were just discussing that. Hopefully, when we get around to stories about her, she doesn't get mad at me because I loaned her my Super Nintendo and Donkey Kong, and she might hold them ransom if I get in too much trouble tonight and put them outside or smash them or something.
Yeah, but we'll stay within FCC regulations, of course, so she need not worry there.
Yeah, I'll try to be civil.
All right, but we aren't quite up to that point in your life yet. We are actually...
No, we're still pretty far back.
Yeah, we're from a band that formed in 1990. This is from their 1998 album, Stunt. This is the Bare Naked Ladies, a favorite band of yours. I'm not sure yet why.
One of the best bands to come out of Canada. One of the best things ever to come out of Canada.
Yeah, I mean, Barbra Streisand and Bryan Adams weren't all that great, so I guess...
Yeah, so we got the Bare Naked Ladies.
They're better than that. All right, so you have the Bare Naked Ladies, and tell me why. Why?
I don't know exactly. I got into the Bare Naked Ladies. I can't remember the year again, but we would always go see we had an aunt that lived in Baltimore, and we would always go visit her every year, much like the Deep Creek. I guess we had a lot of annual traditions, New Year's and Deep Creek, and wow, my life is
now you're all grown up and you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we don't. Now everything's spontaneous and haphazard. And back then everything was really traditional and like clockwork. But we would always go visit her, and she happened to have Bare Naked Ladies album Stunt. Everyone should go pick it out. It's a fantastic album. It has
one of the CDs that you actually buy.
Yes, that I actually buy, and
I scorn you every day for downloading music.
She absolutely hates me. Now somebody's gonna come after me for downloading it. I never download Bare Naked Ladies.
I think we can trust our two
online listeners who are very dedicated people. We really appreciate that. They haven't moved an inch since we got started. But yes, Stunt. Everyone should go pick it out. It has everyone's probably heard 1 week, and chicken to China to Chinese chicken. Everybody knows that lyric for some reason.
It was on the radio constantly.
It was, and then it was in a car commercial, which was devastating to me. Actually,
yes, I remember that.
I don't like when my favorite bands,
sell out.
Yeah, sell out for. I think it was like a Mazda commercial, and I just every time it came on, there was like a little tear running down my cheek. I couldn't stand it. But she had the 1 week CD, and she would listen to it, and I heard It's All Been Done is the second track on that album. Who Needs Sleep, just some fantastic songs. I said, I'll go buy this. So I went out and bought it, and I listened to it, and I really liked it.
With your own money?
With my own money. This one was not, a pity, spoiled brat, hey, buy me that or I'll throw a tantrum. This was my own money. I went out and bought this CD, and I loved it. But, I wasn't like, oh, these guys are awesome. But then not too long ago, Pinch Me by the Bare Naked Ladies came out. And that was also a fantastic song. I said, well, by the same guys, I'll go buy this CD. So I bought Maroon, which is Pinch Me's on Maroon. And I loved that entire CD. I said, oh, this is it. This is the band for me. They don't do a bad song. So I went out and I bought Gordon. I have Bare Naked Ladies Are Me, Bare Naked Ladies Are Men. Those are the two newest ones. The only ones I don't have are Born on a Pirate Ship and Maybe You Should Drive. But their CD, Everything to Everyone, I also have that one.
So you're missing the early stuff.
I'm missing the earliest stuff because I just feel bad that I wish I had known them earlier because they are just, their lyrics, I love their lyrics.
And now the CDs are out of print.
And now,
and now you're paying for it.
Now I'm paying because I got to try and find these CDs and I can't get a hold of them. I go to FYE occasionally and I'll find, Born on a Pirate Ship, but it's, I'm a pretty big cheapskate, so yeah. I refuse to put down like the $20 or $30 they want for an older CD that they know us Bare Naked Lady fans are trying to get a hold of.
I guess it's a cult following that I'm missing out on here.
You're very much missing out. I can't say enough about their music and their lyrics. And
all right, so let's hear this supposed greatness.
Mm-hmm. This one was my favorite it was my favorite song on the CD and my favorite song completely for a long time when we lived at our old house on Larkin Avenue in Shippensburg, and
you would just put it on repeat, wouldn't you?
Yes, I loved this song. It's called Who Needs Sleep.
Who Needs Sleep, the Bare Naked Ladies from their 1998 album, Stunt.
since the Second World War. Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? You happy with what you're getting? There's a guy's been awake since the Second World War. My hands are locked up tight in fists. My mind is racing, filled with lists of things to do and things I've done. Another sleepless night's begun. Lights down, I count sheep, I count heartbeats. The only thing that counts is that I won't sleep. I count down, I look around. Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? You happy with what you're getting? There's a guy's been awake since the Second World War. Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? You happy with what you're getting? There's a guy's been awake since the Second World War. So much joy in life, so many pleasures all around. But the pleasure of insomnia is one I've never found. With all life has to offer, there's so much to be enjoyed. But the pleasures of insomnia are ones I can't avoid. Kids down, I count sheep, I count heartbeats. The only thing that counts is that I won't sleep. I count down, I look around.
Holla, holla, holla.
Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? You happy with what you're getting? There's a guy's been awake since the Second World War. Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? You happy with what you're getting? There's a guy's been awake since the Second World War. Who needs sleep? 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 Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? You happy with what you're getting? There's guys been awake since the Second World War. Well, you're never gonna get it. Tell me what's that for? You happy with what you're getting? There's guys been awake since the Second World War.
All right, the Bare Naked Ladies, one of Justin's favorite bands. One of the only bands he'll actually
Go
not
to the record store
download.
and buy their album.
Yeah, you can buy it online. Just you don't need people interaction if you buy something off of Amazon.
Really, that's great because I'm completely an anti-socialist.
So there you go. Okay, so this next group, Goldfinger, song is called Superman. Why don't you tell me where in the world did you find them? They're completely different from Bare Naked Ladies as far as musical style.
Yes, this is true, but I really enjoyed their musical style too. This has introduced me to a lot of bands. Superman introduced me to a lot of bands like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, The Mosquitoes.
All those third wave ska.
Mustard Plug, yes, that's exactly the
No
kind.
doubt before they got really popular. It used to be one of these bands too. You look up Tragic Kingdom and that's...
Yes, I've heard of that one. I don't own that one.
You should.
I know I should. There's a lot of them I should own.
Yeah.
I should go out and buy.
Yeah.
Or I could stay at home and buy online.
Yeah,
Take your
ship
advice.
right to you.
And come right to my door, and I can just, shoo the delivery guy away and never turn on a light switch.
There
But
you go.
this is actually another, it's not a video game song, but it was in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 on the Nintendo 64. I see we've moved up a video game generation here.
Yeah, I was going to say, when are we getting there? Well, actually, Goldfinger is a band I heard through a video game as well. My brother, whenever we made that move across the hallway from my room to my brother's room, he had a PlayStation 2, and there was a motorcycle game. I don't even know what it was. It was some cheap game. I don't think it was cheap at the time, but Goldfinger was there with their 99 red balloons, and this one's Goldfinger with Superman. And what else did they do? Anything, other video games that you know of, or?
I believe they did another game, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking Jet Set Radio, but I could be completely off there. I just remember hearing about them, and it seems like they really made their break by giving their songs away to other franchises. But I would sit and play the game, and I got really good at Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, and I owned most of the Tony Hawks after that, but then I got tired of the series. But
Do you skate for real?
No, I honestly tried. Like, they'll say, like, oh, kids play video games, and then they try what they did in video games. Well, I was like, oh, skateboarding is awesome. I was like, skateboarding might be too much. I'll try rollerblades. And I tried rollerblades for a while, and, I could rollerblade, but
I couldn't stop on those things.
I had a problem with stopping. I couldn't even skate backwards. That's supposed to be like their first trick you should try to learn, because control or something. Couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I immediately built a ramp out of a piece of plywood and a brick, and I started jumping this little ramp in like my grandma's alley. And I would do it in shorts, and I would fall on my knees and just tear my knees up. But
they made knee pads for that.
See,
but that wasn't cool.
That wasn't cool.
You didn't wear a helmet either, did you?
I think I wore a helmet. I think I wore a helmet. I don't know if I had the wrist guards either, or the elbow pads.
Yeah.
I was a boy, so I would tear up my knees on this gravel, and I would get up and I'd be like, yeah, that was awesome. And I'd go up there, my knees just bleeding all over the place, and just do it again and land right on my knees again. And I would just keep doing this till I had these horrible scars all over my knees. And then for some reason, I gave it up. I was like, I can't make a jump.
Yeah, then you went back to the video game.
Then I went back to video games.
Stayed safe inside your house.
Yeah, where everything, video games involve, less of me bleeding so much. And I don't have to wear knee pads or elbow pads, which means I get to keep looking cool. Not that safety isn't cool, everybody. To the two people listening who might, be proponents of safety.
Yeah. Public service announcement here. Please remember to wear knee pads.
Yeah, wear your helmets and knee pads. But this song I would play the game, and I think it was one of the first games that would let you press a button to like skip the songs. So I would play Superman, and as soon as Superman was done and it tried to move on to the next song, I would just keep hitting the skip button until it got back around to Superman. So that was the only song that would just keep playing over and over. And I really got into Goldfinger and all these ska bands. So
yeah, it was definitely a good year for the third wave ska and come out here. This is from 1997, their album Hang Ups. If you can't obviously find the video game soundtrack to Tony Hawk, you can find it on that album Hang Ups. Song Superman by Goldfinger, 1997, their second album actually.
Actually, if I can do a plug for video game soundtrack, there's a website out there that takes all the no longer published video games and is given license to put them up for download. It's called www.galbadiahotel.com.
That's a long word.
Yeah.
Galbadia?
Galbadiahotel.com.
Like G-A-L?
Galbadia. 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 Hotel.com. And if you've ever liked any music from any video game, they have everything. Any game you've ever played, they have the soundtrack, and you can download it for free. It's fantastic. It's where I get all my stuff.
All right. Well, there you go.
There's my plug for the evening.
Oh, if not, then just buy the real album.
Or you can go try to buy the real album if you can find it. If you can find it, it's probably worth some money.
Yeah. So check your small time record stores. That's usually where they end up, or your flea markets.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's hear it. Superman by the band Goldfinger.
racing faster every minute. What could I do more? Yeah, I'm really not sure. I know I'm running circles, but
right, the band Goldfinger, first discovered by Justin, of course, on a video game. No big surprise there.
I'm pretty consistent with that.
Speaking of which, we are on to another video game theme. This is actually a set of 3 different songs that you put together.
Yep, I mixed these up just for this occasion because they were all so short.
From one video game, Resident Evil, which is a solo player game, correct? Mm-hmm. And tell me about it. Why is it here?
1 year when we'll just say when I was younger. This was still Nintendo 64. Wow, my life is kind of based up of generational video games, what I was playing at the time. That's my timeline is when consoles come out. I had my 64. I really wanted this game mostly because it sounded so violent, and I guess I was a punk kid and I wanted a violent, bloody video game that I thought would be scary, and I wanted Resident Evil 2. And my mom said, "No way, it's mature. There's no way I'm buying that game for you." And then Christmas morning, I didn't think I got it, and she brought out this huge box. It was like a refrigerator box, and I unwrapped it, opened it, and here was this little video game sitting in the bottom of it. So she'd fooled me, and I was so happy. But I played it, and it scared me to death. It was a terrifying game. But when I was done with it, I was like, oh wow, I gotta play this game again. And when the GameCube came out, I got Resident Evil 1, the remake, and Resident Evil 0, and it's absolutely my favorite genre, which is the genre survival horror in video games. The games like Fatal Frame, The Suffering, Clock Tower. Silent Hill 2 is actually my favorite game of all time.
They made a movie out of that, didn't they?
Yeah, Silent Hill. Silent Hill the movie wasn't bad, even for people who've played the games, and usually people who've read the comics hate Spider-Man, people who've played the games hate the movies they're based on. But Silent Hill the movie was actually pretty, it was close enough to the games, and it was just a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I think they're making a second one now that I'm sure will be terrible.
Yeah, the second ones usually are.
I'll give it a chance, and I might try to go see it, but the second and third Resident Evil movies, the first one was pretty good, but the second one and third one, they're kind of dropping a little bit there. But this genre, just scary survival horror video games, and Resident Evil is my favorite series, and that's when this got started.
All right, so this is 3 different songs, and what are they from here?
We have Rest, which is in the games, you're basically bombarded with zombies all the time. Great. And there's just these occasional rooms that have typewriters in them. I know, typewriter seems like, the safest tool possible. You go in these rooms. Off zombies. Yeah, it's where you save your game, and in these rooms, is part of why I fell in love with the game. In these rooms, there's always this beautiful, gorgeous piano music. Okay. That the composer always comes up with, and it just makes you feel both safe and terrified, and like I want to stop playing, but I can't. I can't describe it. Maybe it's when you have to play the game, but the first one's called Rest. It's from Resident Evil 0. Save theme is from Resident Evil 1. And Secure Place, you can see the theme going with all the titles, is from Resident Evil 2, which was actually the first game I owned. I got them out of order.
So you're safe with a typewriter.
Yes, you're safe with a typewriter and this gorgeous piano music that I absolutely adore.
Yes. All right. So let's hear this one. Well, combination of 3.
Yes, this little compilation of save themes basically from 0, 1, and 2 of the Resident Evil series.
All right, here it goes. right, so that was a series of 3 different songs, all save themes from the Resident Evil games. Still kind of creepy, though.
Yeah. That's, but still gorgeous.
Gorgeous, yes. All right, so let's move on to some happier music. We got some Sunshine in a Bag here in the next
Yes,
song.
Sunshine in a Bag, which, I couldn't possibly know what they're talking about there.
Yeah, so this is the song Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz, which made a huge radio splash, MTV, everywhere you went.
It was
there they
sudden that they just...
And they're all a animated band. There's no real people on stage. It's all the working of a Blur member who... This was his side project. And they had this song, Clint Eastwood, and... It's interpreted as a song about drugs. We got some radio edits without
a little cleaner.
Yeah, for this show because Justin would like it on the soundtrack of his life.
Yes, so that I don't want to get Jackie kicked off for being nice enough to let me come on here and play the soundtrack of my life.
Yes, and you told me that this reminds me of your grandma now. Grandma and drugs. What is going on in your life now?
What is going on indeed? When we moved out of our first house, I guess I was probably like 14 or 15. I know when I get home, somebody's going to yell at me and say, what? 14 or 15? That's completely wrong. But we moved out. We were working on building a new home where we live now, out in Mainsville. And we accidentally, I don't know if accidentally or we just got a good offer, I don't know the details. We sold the house we were living in about 4 months before the house we were building was going to be done. So we had nowhere to live. So we moved all of our stuff to storage sheds, and myself and my younger brother, still in school, moved out to live with my grandma. She actually used to live right here on King Street. We moved in with her in her little, 1 bedroom with, this spare little den room that we would sleep in, a little single level retirement home. We lived there, and my parents moved all the way out to Pleasant Hall to live with my mom's parents. So for 4 months, we lived without our parents. We lived with our grandma. It was so weird.
Your teenage rebellion years.
Yeah, and in my teenage rebellion years at that. So my grandma, I don't know if she could really put up with, me being a teenager. But I started hanging out. One of my best friends at high school was Marie Hathaway. She lived right down the street. And I would always, just go to talk to her and hang it out at her place because there wasn't, you didn't really want to hang out at your grandma's. As much as I love my grandma, I'm not, I didn't really want to hang out there. So I would always go hang out at her house and, not having me constantly leaving and going on walks and things and leaving at 3 a.m. to go hang out. My grandma didn't understand I was turning into a teenager and being rebellious. So she kind of thought I was, doing drugs, and she thought Marie was my drug dealer. And she let my mom know this, and my mom called once, and she approached me with maybe doing drugs. She's like, "Are you doing drugs? Because you've been so different lately." And I'm like,
so they gave you an intervention, basically.
Yeah, they kind of had this spontaneous intervention that I didn't know I was doing drugs. I didn't know I had a problem, but clearly I must have.
Yeah,
so
damn kids.
Yeah, and it really didn't. Marie got me introduced to the Gorillaz. She said the CD was awesome, so I went and picked it up. Another album I bought.
Good job.
Actually, we own a couple of Gorillaz albums, but I went and picked this.
There's only 2.
Yeah.
And a remix one.
Is there a remix one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, a couple's too. I have
the self-titled and then the second one that came out.
Yeah, I forget what the second one's name is right now.
I can't think of it.
Anyways, Marie got me into that, and I loved the CD, and I just looped it all day. I don't think my grandma picked up on the lyrics enough to know it was about drugs, but it just seemed ironic that they thought I was doing drugs. And
at the same time you're listening to
at the same time I started listening to the Gorillaz, which if you listen to a lot of their songs, some of their lyrics are suggestive to that.
And it's called Clint Eastwood, so go figure. Don't know where you would get drugs out of that.
Yeah, we don't. I'm baffled. If somebody wants to write me an essay and turn it in, or call
send me an email.
Send us an email and explain to us where are you getting drugs from? Sunshine in a Bag.
Maybe my brother can explain that one. But anyway, this is a 2001 album on the Virgin record label from their self-titled album Gorillaz. Clint Eastwood, Justin's grandma and drugs.
Well, this will be going out to my grandmother.
She's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Grandma, drugs, Justin. Justin does not do drugs.
Justin does not do drugs.
Good job.
Thanks.
I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible, bet you didn't think so I command you to. Panoramic view, look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews. Chicks and dudes who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in a picture tube, like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual hero who appears in you to clear your view when you're too crazy. Lifeless to those, the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype shit. You like it? Gun smoke, you're righteous with one toke. You're psychic among no possess you with one go.
I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy. I'm feeling I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
The essence, the basics, without it you make it. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes and see destruction and demise. Corruption in the skies from this enterprise. Now I'm sucked into your lives through rust, so not as muscles, but percussion to provide for me as a guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eye. You perceive with your mind, that's the inner. So I'ma stick around with Russ and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes so mother remember what the thought is. I brought all this so you can survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought was dead. No squealing, remember that it's all in your head.
I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future.
All right, well, I feel I must defend my brother here. He's not a bad kid, I promise, but he's in that rebellion teenage stage that you apparently didn't go through, even though everybody assumed that you did. But that's all right. So we go back to some more video game songs here. This one's from, what, Castlevania?
Castlevania Circle Around the Moon.
Which
Circle
system
of the Moon.
are we on here?
We are on a handheld now. We're on Game Boy Advance.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which one was that? Is that the one that flipped open, or was that still the regular?
Game Boy Advance was the one just before the Game Boy Advance SP. You're thinking SP that flips open. Same. It played the same games. Just the SP, I think, had a backlight.
Like a cell phone.
Open. Yeah. It was actually a little nicer. The Game Boy Advance was kind of like the early model, and it didn't have all the nice little doodads.
All right, so tell me about why this song with your handheld game. Why would you have a handheld game?
This one's really weird because it's so different, and there's really no reason this song should make me think. It's a long train, basically. So this one makes me remind me of playing this game, and this year, the year I had this game and I was playing it, we went to Spain. My dad got to go on a trip to Spain, and we went for a week. It's the first time I was out of the country, and it was all new, and I was very excited. I love traveling, and I think everyone should go out of the country or try to at some point in their life, just because culture shock. It's really amazing how different people from around the world are. So, anyways, I took this game, and here I was in Spain, a beautiful country. I mean, just gorgeous countryside and plenty to see and do. And I would sit in a hotel room that we had, which wasn't even a hotel. It was like a villa, and it was stone, and they had a pool and a little cafe.
Nice inside.
It was nice, but I would sit there and play this game instead of going out and seeing sights and things I should have been doing. I got to do plenty of that and experience the culture, but I could have done more instead of playing this game in the hotel room. But now I associate this game with that trip, and one of the reasons I was excited for that trip was in Spain, as you may know, they have a lot of topless beaches, and there's nothing wrong with being topless. Now, as a man, that's nothing new. I'm allowed to be topless wherever I go, basically, unless, if I want to go into
No shirts, no service.
Yeah, I guess I can't go into a 7-Eleven or something, but I can't walk down the street. But in Spain, women can do this. And so I must have been like 16.
So this was a great concept.
Yeah, 15 or 16, and here I get to go to this country where I think all these beautiful women are going to be walking around topless. And at 15 or 16, I was all like, oh, sweet, I'm going to get to see my first real boobies. And my first real life boobies, as in not in,
movies.
Not in on movies or television or, cable. But I went, and we would go to the pool and the beach, and yes, there were women topless, but the issue was the women that were topless had no business being topless. Is basically the women who you wanted to see topless weren't, and the women that were, you wanted to forget about it as quickly as you possibly could. So that's my traumatic, 16-year-old first real-life booby story.
Yeah, it's very traumatic. That's why you sat in the hotel room.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I was protecting myself from permanent,
old
damage.
Boobs.
Yeah, old boobs and overweight boobs, and
You just didn't want to be gay at such a young age.
Yeah, I didn't want it to convert me. So maybe Castlevania Circle of the Moon protected my fragile teenage brain from what I was witnessing. Spain, other than that, it was wonderful countryside. It's exactly like you see in movies, like these tiny little villages built into hills.
And how was the food there?
Oh my god. Oh, don't even get me started. The food, go to Spain and order some find the smallest get as lost as you can and find the smallest restaurant in the in the darkest alley, and it will be like the best food you've ever had. All the pasta is like handmade, and instead of after dinner mints, they would bring us peach schnapps because there's no legal drinking age. In fact, as soon as we got out of the taxi, when we arrived, I think we took a bus. As soon as we got off the bus, there was a guy there at our hotel handing us sangrias.
Well, you need that with all the topless People
with
walking
all
around.
the topless people. Maybe maybe I didn't drink enough.
That's what it was.
I never even considered that. I drank a little bit, but maybe I didn't drink enough that it was a more wonderful experience. But I mean, I got to drink wine at every meal. We got peach schnapps instead of after dinner mints. But yeah, the food was amazing.
Now, before the show, we talked about an experience you had with some evil protesters.
Oh yeah, it was the same. The year we went, it was the year that Spain, they were having a national labor crisis, and to alleviate, I guess to try to get wages up or something, the entire national workforce was asked to go on a strike. Now, as preposterous as that sounds, getting every single person in an entire country to not work for a day, they actually thought it would work. And one day we were actually at a popular restaurant on the dock, at a bay with all these ships and everything, and we were eating, and it was delicious, it was beautiful, and all these Spanish waiters were tending to us, and all of a sudden one of the waiters goes up to the window, looks out the window, and turns back and starts yelling, stuff in Spanish. I didn't speak any Spanish.
Right.
At all the other waiters, and they just started running all over the place. And we're like, what is going on? Well, we look out, and down the street, there's this huge wave of protesters with signs, and they're yelling, and, I mean, they're mad, marching down the street. And so I guess the waiters and all the people working there realize, if they see us working on a day when we're supposed to be striking, there's going to be trouble in their restaurant. So all the waiters were coming up to us, and they were looking at us, and they were going, "Are you done? You're done." And they would grabbed the plates right out from under us, took the utensils out of our hands, the napkins off our laps. They peeled the tablecloths off the table, and they all ran, they started taking turns running back to the kitchen and the bathroom and changing into street clothes. And then they would run out. It was an all-glass restaurant, so we could see everything that was happening outside. And
you could see them coming. It was
we
like
could
Jaws.
see them coming. Yeah, it was a dun dun, and they could see us. And I guess, and all these waiters are panicking. They're taking all of our stuff. They're telling us to just sit there and shut up, don't say anything. So, and then they're going out, changing into their street clothes and standing outside the restaurant. And finally, the protesters reach us, and they're stopping, and they're pointing at us sitting in this restaurant, but we don't have food or anything. And they're like, we could tell they were asking, "Are you serving them? Are you working today?" Especially hating us because we were Americans. We had a real problem with people not liking us because we were Americans.
Right.
And this was even pre 9/11, and people just hated us. But I mean, they were mad, and these waiters were terrified. And finally, and nothing actually happened. But the protests moved on, and there was a bunch of angry looks and people, certain hand gestures.
Right.
And they finally moved on, and the waiters were like, they apologized, and they were they were obviously shaken and scared that they thought this place was going to get totally turned upside down. I think they gave us a discount for having ripped the food away from us, but they were like, "Oh, we got to close. We can't have this happen."
You're just enjoying your steak, and hey, there it goes.
I might have been having pasta.
Pasta.
It's hard to remember.
They'll rip the noodle right out of your mouth.
Yeah, they probably grabbed the noodle right between my teeth and just pulled it out like dental floss, because they were scared. And then that got us scared because I don't think we really realized how big of a deal this national strike was. But
right.
That was an interesting story. We weren't allowed to go out the front doors. We went out the side doors, and they closed the restaurant because I think they were worried about them coming back and seeing people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just wanted to make some money. I'm
Yeah,
sure they could have prospered very well with not having any other businesses open.
Yeah, there were a lot of businesses closed, and I don't think we thought a thing of it and found this restaurant that was open. I'm not sure who thought the prospect of a national strike was going to really work out, and there wasn't going to be anybody working.
Well, that's all right. It gave you a good story.
It was a scary moment. It was a great story. I like telling that.
All the more reason why to stay in your hotel room and play Castlevania.
Yes, in essence, Spain was traumatic. But I continue to say everyone should go abroad sometime.
Yeah. So this song, "Sinking Old Sanctuary," which is what, a level, or
in the Castlevania games, the whole thing's kind of a big open area, but there's certain sections that just have different level-esque areas. And this was, I think, the audience room was the name of the level. in the area, and this was The Sinking Old Sanctuary was the song that played.
All right, and this one is a short one, so don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to drown you.
I think it's the last video game song, too.
No, we've got one more there.
Oh, do we have
Another
one more?
Silent Hill. Down the list, probably about 13.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we'll look forward. But we got some real songs. We got some crappy 80s pop music and some crappy pop country music.
Yay!
All right, so bear with us here. We're getting through it. This is, of course, a special radio presentation of the life soundtrack of Justin Perkins. Alright, so another video game track. Of course, if you don't know by now, Justin, of course, has a unusual obsession with video games.
I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
It's alright, you can say it.
It's alright. Nintendork?
A Nintendork. I think that's the technical term for what I am, a Nintendork, because I'm a Nintendo fanboy specifically.
Yeah, anti-everything else.
Yeah, kind of anti-Sony. Don't have too much. I used to have a big thing against Microsoft, but not so much anymore.
All right. Well, now we get to go to some interesting stuff aside from video game music. This is the bad 80s pop music. Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates. I know you don't like Hall & Oates.
No.
I like me some Hall & Oates, though.
I can't go for that. You sung that to me so many times.
Well, if you can't go for it, but I can.
Tell me why you can.
I can go for that. Specifically because my first job in high school was at Kressler's Marketplace down the street on Route 11.
What's
Kressler's
that?
grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
And I mostly tuned out the music because it was all oldies and none of it was very good.
One of those generic hard drive songs.
Just went on repeat. One of those playlists they say increases sales, makes people want to buy more.
Happy.
Yeah. You know,
happy shoppers.
Breakout by Swing Out Sister, things like that.
Yeah, right.
And this song, for some reason, when it came on, like, I loved it. It was the only song I would wait to listen to every day. And I just fell in love with, I can't go for that, no. I knew the lyrics, and I would sing it, and I would dance to it while I'm, like, stacking steak spices in aisle 7 or whatever I was doing. I liked my job at Kressler's. I had a pretty good job. I worked with a lot of great people.
Yeah, grocery stores are good places.
Met a lot of really great friends there. One great friend in particular, it's actually where I met my girlfriend of 4 years now.
That's precious.
Isn't it? Isn't that sweet?
Did you sing this song to her?
I imagine I sang it at some point.
To everybody walking by.
Probably. When it came on, if I was bagging, you got to see me dance and sing.
Nice.
So
Did you get tips?
No, I was just saying I don't think I ever got a tip for that, except maybe stop.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever got monetary tips for my dancing. Maybe if I had put out like a guitar case or something.
So what did your girlfriend do? Was she the pretty cashier standing there waiting for customers?
She was the cute cashier. She worked with me a lot. I've actually known her since kindergarten. We've always been in like either the same class. We've always been the same age. Always went to the same schools, and I just never really got to know her. She was actually like voted shyest or quietest person in our high school year graduation. She was very, very quiet, very reserved. She was a band geek.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's starting to be a music teacher now, so she didn't grow out of that. She's still a band geek, but she was very quiet. No one ever really talked to her. I got to know her at work more, and this is actually going to lead into the next song too. So I don't know if I should save that one for the next song, or if I can go ahead and
let's save it for the next one. Let's we'll leave you with the image of
the hanging
Justin.
On of how Rose and I got together.
No, I like the image of Justin dancing while bagging groceries, and some old lady just shaking a stick at you, saying, "Stop, stop."
Please, please. Oh, and I wanted paper. Ma'am, no. You're getting plastic. I guess I wasn't very good at my job.
No.
Contradicting the customers constantly.
And that's why you're not there anymore.
Mm-hmm, yeah. But I've worked at other grocery stores since.
All right, do you want me to leave your mic on so you can sing along the entire song and annoy everybody?
That's fine. If
you're just going to annoy me.
I'm just going to annoy you.
Awesome. All right. Well, here we go. Here's my demise if I don't return after this one.
Then I take over her show. Woohoo!
And then you get to hear this song on repeat for the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hall & Oates, I Can't Go For That, from their 1981 album, Private Eyes.
Easy, ready, willing, overtime.
All right, well, lucky for me, I survived your dancing and
She made it through.
singing and so on. Hall &
Yes.
Oates.
I was doing some lovely dancing for Jackie
Yeah,
while we were listening to that.
thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's talk about this bad country song.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
It's a love song.
It's
so
a love song.
It's, I guess, forgivable.
It represents the cuteness that is my girlfriend, who I met. We're back at Kressler's, and I worked with her. She was a cashier, and she was always a cashier in front of me, and she had a cute butt. And so this made her approachable, I guess.
Nice.
And it was senior year, and it was just a couple of weeks before prom. Actually, it wasn't not a whole lot of time I allotted here, and I did not have a date. Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed that I was
Nintendo
alone?
characters can't come to prom
Yeah,
with you.
I can't, bring Princess Zelda or something like that along with me. Rose is very shy. She had never been to any kind of high school dance or middle school dance or anything like that. I don't want to say it was out of pity, because it wasn't, but I thought she deserved. She needed to go.
She
to a
deserved
dance.
a guy like you.
Yes, she deserved someone as well. No,
You can't see the eye roll here.
but there's lots of eye rolling. You're gonna get dizzy if you keep doing that. No, it wasn't out of pity. It was just I felt like she should, even as the shy girl, she should go, and I thought she was cute.
Or maybe she took pity on you.
Maybe she took pity on me, which she could have, because I actually
I'm
went
sure
over.
she did.
I went over and asked her while we were both at work if she would like to go to prom with me, and I got blushing, giggling, which now I realize is actually a good thing from girls.
Okay.
Blushing and giggling usually is an indication of like
And
a
you were about ready
crush
to
or-
run home and cry at that point, weren't you?
She I was a little worried because she said maybe. No
That
man
usually means
likes,
no.
Yeah, no man likes to hear maybe. So I let it roll off and back, and then I guess it was maybe like a week or a couple days later, I'm sitting in the lunchroom talking with some friends, and somebody walks by. It's not Rose, and puts a napkin down in front of me. And I flipped the napkin over, and scribbled on the napkin, not even in Rose's handwriting, is, "Yes, Justin, I will go to prom with you," on this napkin. And not only is it that, but it looks like prior versions of the yes answer have been written and scribbled out. And it turns out Rose said yes, had decided to go, but hadn't been brave enough to say something to me. So apparently Amanda, one of her friends,
Brought you the news.
brought me the news on a napkin.
With a few
and-
edits.
With a few edits. And that's how I found out she would go to prom with me. And we went to prom, and we had a great time. She says I danced poorly.
Yep, I can.
And- And I...
No.
Yeah, I probably did dance pretty poorly. But I really liked the time I spent with her, asked if I could see her again, and now here we are 4 years later.
4 years.
4 years. To her, 4 years too long. We should be engaged and married and with a white picket fence.
And some kids.
And some, oh no.
You're too young.
Kid. Just one.
Okay.
She's gonna yell at me when I get home. She's
Yeah.
gonna say, "Kid 1? No, we're having 5."
8.
Yeah, she wants it. She's like, "I want 5. I want 6." I'm like,
Get a dog.
she wants a dog too.
Uh,
She wants a husky,
Guess you'll be getting a new minivan sometime in your life to add to your...
and maybe by then there'll be a new audio format out, so that when my van comes, I'll get some kind of free CD or tape or whatever comes out next.
tape. I don't think we're going to go backwards.
No, not
but
back, but whatever new MP3 computer format type thing they have in vans now.
Now, why is this song, why you don't like country music?
She loved Shania Twain. She always
sorry.
loved. She's been she's been to concerts, and I think Shania Twain was like her idol for a while, and she's really into country music. I'm not a big country music fan. The song isn't bad, and it's cute because we started doing the cutesy, make each other little mix CDs and things.
Aww.
And she made me a mix CD, and this was like the first song on it, and it was very cute. And
Made
I
you
love her
like it.
very much. She's my baby girl.
Yeah, I know. You'd
Mhm.
have to love her. Put up with Shania Twain, I guess.
Put up with Shania Twain, yep.
That's all right.
Mhm.
It could be worse. It could be.
It could be Hall & Oates.
It could be all.
She could be obsessed with Hall & Oates
Or Alabama.
or Alabama. I know
Or Travis Tritt.
these songs are going to appear on your life soundtrack.
Montgomery Gentry.
When you think of me.
Whoever. Big and Rich.
Big and Rich.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Those are new country people.
So
it could be worse.
I've heard Big and Rich. She's mentioned that before. There's apparently a new song out, something about a wedding-esque song by Big and Rich.
I think
She was
she's
pointing
giving
it
you
out
some
to me.
hints there, buddy.
She is. They're not even hints anymore. They're straight out like ultimatums.
Marry me or you're done.
Yeah, marry me or else.
You're gonna
Mhm.
die tomorrow
Yeah.
in your sleep.
Yep.
Yep.
I wouldn't put it past her.
So where's she in school?
She goes to school in Slippery Rock. She's studying to be a music teacher.
Right? And she
Mhm.
gonna be done?
She graduates this year. She graduates in next week. I'm going to her graduation.
Well, there you go. You
Mhm.
can make her a mixtape with.
Make her a graduation mixtape with a whole
Oh, you
bunch.
just give her this. The
I
show.
could. I could. Learn a
Good.
little something about me. Here's a gift for you, babe.
I never talk, but here you go.
Yeah, here you go.
I'll pour my heart out to everybody in Shippensburg.
On the radio.
I love you so much. You're so awesome. So let's get to this love song.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I diss it, I do commend you for listening to it
Mm-hmm.
and dealing with it.
It's okay. You only got to get to one more song like this.
Yeah. Well, she's, I'm sure, a good girl to be
She is.
with you for 4 years. With
Mhm,
you.
to put
for
up
4
with me.
years.
Yeah, to put up with me. Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. We put up with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Shania Twain. This is a song Forever and for Always. 2002 album. What's it called? Up. That's what it is. Up. It has her on the cover. I remember. So here we go. Enjoy this one.
I can still feel the way you want me when you hold me. I can still hear the words you whispered when you told me I can stay right here forever in your arms. And there ain't no way I'm letting you go now, and there ain't no way, and there ain't no how I'll never see that day. 'Cause I'm keeping you forever and for always. We will be together all of our days. Wanna wake up every morning to your sweet face. Always. Baby, in your heart I can still hear it beat for every time you kiss me. And when we're apart, I know how much you miss me. I can feel your love for me in your heart. And there ain't no way I'm letting you go now, and there ain't no way, and there ain't no how I'll never see that day. 'Cause I'm keeping you forever and for always. We will be together all of our days. Wanna wake up every morning to your sweet face. Always. Wanna wake up every morning new. I can still see the look of the one who really loves me, the one who wouldn't put anything else in the world above me. I can still see your love for me in your eyes, and there ain't no way I'm letting you go now, and there ain't no way, and there ain't no how I'll never see that day, 'cause I'm keeping you forever and for always. We will be together all of our days. Wanna wake up every morning to your sweet face. I'm keeping you forever and for always. We will be together all of our days. Wanna wake up every morning to your sweet face. I'm keeping you forever and for always. Keeping you forever. That you keep me, baby. Forever. In your arms.
All right, so a love song, which I guess would be appropriate on a soundtrack to somebody's life.
Mm-hmm. And to
Yeah.
mine.
And
It's
to
more
yours.
appropriate.
Yeah. All right. Shania Twain, forever and for always.
Mm-hmm. For Rose Doodle. That's what I call her. She calls me Justy Poo. Isn't that clever?
We don't need to get too personal here. Let's just back off a little bit. All right, let's go back to
I'm
some...
making Jackie uncomfortable.
Yeah, we don't do gushy stuff here on this radio show.
Really?
Yeah.
I was told it would be all gushy.
It was never a radio show. This is the first time we've
Um,
done this radio show. So,
I might have to walk out if I can't be gushy. No, it's okay.
well, let's continue on. I see a one of those genres that we talked about before, a violent horror,
Survival horror.
survival horror. Sorry,
Mhm.
Silent Hill.
No, they're violent. It's
So
cool.
we have some video game music coming back.
This is the last one. Promise. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, Silent Hill 3, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, what game console are we on now?
Silent Hill 3 was on the PlayStation 2.
Ooh, PlayStation.
Yeah, I know, and I'm anti-Sony. But back then I wasn't so anti-Sony. I was mildly anti-Sony, but
Now you're
you
more
couldn't.
of a snob.
Yeah.
Nintendo snob.
Yeah, I'm a Nintendo snob. Nintendork snob.
Alright, so why are we listening to this guy?
Right after I fell in love with the Resident Evil series and bought up all those games, I decided I'd try another series of survival horror, Silent Hill, and I bought Silent Hill 3, like, really cheap, used, and I loved it. And then I got Silent Hill 2 and 1 and 4, and 2 was actually my favorite game of all time. I cried at the end of the game. Only
That's
I don't cry at
sensitive.
the end of
That's
movies. I'm admitting that to everybody. That is how good that game was. At the end of that game, I cried.
Alright.
I was alone. There wasn't anyone else there. I wasn't like, hugging on another guy or anything. But I cried at it. But anyways, not to divert. Silent Hill 3, all those games have beautiful soundtracks. A lot of great music. Very original. I think it's actually considered industrial, if that's a genre of music.
It is, but I think it's more hard.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's some hard stuff on the CDs. There's a lot of industrial. That's what they call it anyways, industrial.
Okay.
But this is one of the very soft songs on it. And whenever I moved away I actually started school at Virginia Tech. And my first year there, as everybody's first year, I was like 4.5 hours away from home, so I was nervous and in a new place. But this song's very calming, very soothing, but kind of like energetic. So it was always a song my CD player would wake me up to in the morning, every single morning for my first year at Virginia Tech. My roommate hated it, but I didn't care because it always woke me up. But then again, I had a roommate who I was kind of afraid of because he was a little weird and occasionally would sleep naked.
Charming.
And I would sleep with like pajamas or in boxers, and he would say I'd crawl into bed and he'd be like, Justin, you don't really have to wear boxers to bed. We're all guys here. I was like,
that's all right.
When you say things like that, I'm gonna take the safe route.
And I think I might put a chastity belt on as well.
Yeah, I might rubber band the blankets down to the bed or something.
All right, so at least you survived.
I did. Virginia Tech was awesome. I love that school.
Yeah, now you're back here at Ship.
About 3 years there, and now I'm finishing up here.
How many years have you been here?
Just about a year.
Oh, good job.
Like a year and a half, and then I graduate.
A lot quicker than what I do, so. All right, end of a small Sanctuary Silent Hill 3 song, game song. So let's listen to this one. It's a short one, so don't worry. Then we'll go back. Hey, and then we got some real music coming up.
Yes, we have songs people will recognize.
I'm excited. Here we go. Alright, so yet another, video game. I just cut it off, sorry.
That's alright.
It was just some more stuff at the end there. That's alright. So, we got some real music coming up. Is everybody excited? Yay!
Yes, I'm excited. Everyone should be. It's actually like modern, semi-up-to-date music.
Yeah, luckily we picked a late time slot so we can
So
run
people
over.
who actually made it this far get to hear this music now.
Alright, so Float On, Modest Mouse song, a famous song which put them on the map. Put them on the mouse.
Modest Mouse map.
Put them on the Modest Mouse map. Good news for people who love bad news. And tell me why you have some Modest Mouse in this mix of stuff.
Between my first year at Tech and my second year at Tech, I came home and needed a place to work for the summer, and I was really interested in computers. I was doing engineering and a lot with computers. So I actually started working here at the university in the computer technology department, fixing people's computers, going and cleaning up viruses, updating the computers and the networking software and all that. And I'd lived here my whole life and had never even been on campus. Never been to the Cub. I just avoided campus. I don't know why. Just no reason for me to ever go to campus. But it was my first time here at Tech, and...
Ship.
Yeah, Ship.
You said Tech.
Oh, did I really?
It's getting late.
It is getting late. I'm getting tired. So my first time at Ship, and back then the Revolution, I think it was still called the Revolution. I guess in their morning routine, they just always kind of played the
radio station. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the radio station, Revolution. In their morning routine on the radio, it always seemed to play the same songs. And Modest Mouse, Float On, I think always came on at the exact same time in the morning on my way to work. So I had to hear it every single day.
At the exact
same time. And I fell in love with it. I really like the song. So it just kind of reminds me of getting up and going to work and coming here to Shippensburg. Not Tech.
Yeah.
To Shippensburg every morning for the first time.
All right. Let's listen to it. Because it's a good song.
It is a great song.
I'm excited to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
okay. I read my mouth off a bit too much, or what did I say? Well, you just laughed it off, it was all okay. Worry, we'll all float on. All right, float on.
All right, great song on your life soundtrack.
I agree. See, there's two people who have stayed with us all night. They get to hear some great songs now.
Yeah, well, what? We've got 4 more left, so we're hoping wrapping up here by 12:30.
Yeah, we're getting sleepy.
You're getting sleepy. I do this every Wednesday. So.
I don't know how you do it. I admire your panache. Panache. What's the word I'm looking for here?
I have no idea.
Your determination.
Dedication.
And dedication.
All right, so this next band I've never heard of before, but whenever I listened to it, I loved it. This was great.
I can't believe you've never heard it. I thought
I don't
everyone
know
in the world.
where you've got this from.
Back when there was, it was a viral video of the kid from New Jersey who lip synced on his webcam.
Okay.
It's the Numa Numa Ye song by Ozone.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never heard of it. It's a Romanian electronica Eurodance band. They were about in 2004. They have one album to their name, Disco Ozone.
Yep.
Disco Zone.
Which is actually, I've heard some of the other songs. It's still a pretty great album.
Yeah, that's what I've read, because I've obviously researched your music list.
Yes, I apologize for you having to do that.
Yeah, but, all right, well, these guys were a bonus, I guess, for me to find within your music.
Go home and YouTube, I don't know, kid lip syncs. Just go home and YouTube probably the name of the song. And you'll get a kid on his webcam. It was a big viral video for a while.
Okay. I miss those kind of things.
That's okay.
That's
we forgive you.
All right, so why do we have this really obscure
I actually
band?
Wasn't really into the song when it started viral videoing around. I was like, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of stupid too.
Right.
But while I was at Virginia Tech, when I moved into an apartment with my last roommates, who are 3 great guys. I loved living with them. They were fantastic. When we moved in, one of my roommates had bought a Nerf gun and shot. When I arrived, he shot me with a Nerf gun. Ha ha, very funny. Very mature for a third year college student. I moved in and
I haven't had a Nerf gun since I've been like 10.
I had given up all Nerf guns. I don't know what made him buy this Nerf gun or bring it, but he thought it was funny. We moved myself in. We went to Walmart and we were like, we'll get him. So we bought Nerf guns, came back to the apartment, and we just started fighting with these Nerf guns. And we realized, wow, this is a lot of fun. Way too much fun. I mean, it was like Rose and I think Brandon was there and my roommate, and we just had way too much fun. And when my other two roommates moved in, we shot them. They bought more guns. Eventually, we started getting this huge amount of Nerf guns of all different varieties. And we started a club called Nerf Wars. And every Saturday or Sunday night, people would come to our apartment, and we had teams, and we tried to capture the flag and deathmatch, and we would run around our apartment in the dark with laser sights attached to our Nerf guns and shoot each other.
Wow, and your landlord loved you, didn't
they? We destroyed that apartment. We ripped our thermostat off the wall, and we had like mercury tubes dangling and it ripped off the wall, and there was this big spark when two cords hit, and we destroyed. We had these laundry doors that were in this hallway that saw a lot of action, and we ripped them off of their tracks. Like, for the longest time, we didn't have laundry doors, but when I moved out, we kind of nudged them back on there so that
they were always like that.
Yeah, they were always kind of leaning and kind of breaking off. A lot of duct tape we used to fix a lot of stuff. But and it was fun. It was a great way to get out the stress every week. And
I'm lost at where did this song come into this?
Well, eventually it got to the point where we tried it was like smoke machines,
wow.
And we had a soundtrack. I had a friend who made a soundtrack for us on his computer and hooked up speakers, and we would play like techno music. And this song was on there, and now every single time I hear this song, I think of Nerf Wars. And it's really become a big thing now. They actually have a club registered with the university. They rent out a gymnasium where they build an entire maze, and they get like 30 people sometimes to play. It's almost like paintball. And
weren't you just a pioneer?
Yeah, it was. I have to give props to Jaqui Derr who started the whole thing and like funded it, and we would mod our guns, we would rebuild them so they were more powerful and cooler looking, and we'd paint them and customize them. It was really nerdy. It was just talking about it's making me kind of red because it was really geeky. But when I hear this song, I think of running around in the dark, screaming at each other and just shooting darts.
Yes. Well, keep that image in your head because
it's a fun song.
Here it comes. And it is a fun song.
It is a very fun song.
But it doesn't make me think of that.
Well, yeah, maybe next time I drive down to Virginia, I'll bring you with me. You can play Nerf Wars with us.
Oh yes.
I'm sure you'd like that.
Alo, salut, sunt eu, un haiduc și te rog, iubirea mea, primește fericirea. Alo, alo, sunt eu, Picasso, ți-am dat bip și sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei, mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei, mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Te sun să-ți spun ce simt acum. Alo, Iubirea mea sunt eu, fericirea. Alo, alo, sunt iarăși eu, Picasso, ți-am dat beat și sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Maia hi, maia hu, maia ho, maia ha, maia hi, maia hu, maia ho, maia ha, maia hi, maia hu, maia ho, maia ha, maia hi, maia hu, maia ho, maia ha. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei.
All right, so definitely a fun song there.
Very fun.
Ozone is a band. Only one CD to their name, but
It's a good one.
I suppose. So we're moving on. We got a pop punk band here. This
Fallout Boy.
Fallout Boy. And this song, Sugar We're Going Down, which I didn't know the title of the song. And I listened to it. I was like, oh, yes. I've heard this before, but I had no idea what it was called.
It was on the radio big for a while.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it.
You're missing out. You just miss it. We're missing out on my whole soundtrack of my life.
Well, at least I hear it now. And so does everybody else.
Actually, I could actually tie this back into Nintendo because I think Fallout Boy toured with the Nintendo Fusion Tour.
What the heck is that?
Nintendo Fusion Tour is where they like hire like a bunch of like kind of safe punk bands to tour, and Nintendo, sets up stands and they're allowed to play games and stuff. It's just like a publicity stunt.
All right.
But it was back a little bit before they were this popular as they are now. But with Sugar We're Going Down and Dance Dance and...
I don't know any of those songs except for that one, so...
That's all right.
So what does this song have to do with your life?
Just this one just back at Virginia Tech. I had a job there at a Kroger grocery store. I was allowed back into grocery stores. I guess I didn't do anything that offensive. But I loved working there. It just makes me think about working there between classes, and it was great because everyone that worked there was a college student my age.
Right.
And I met a lot of awesome people, and it was back when this song was really popular, and just like the Modest Mouse, at like every night when I went home from work, this song was on the radio, and I was tired. I had a long day of classes, probably spent most of the afternoon doing my homework, gone into work at like 6 o'clock, work till midnight, so I'm tired to no end and have to get up at 6 a.m. the next morning.
Yep.
And this song would come on, and I would just like blare it and just scream the lyrics, and I really liked the song. And
Do you want to give a demonstration?
no,
Okay.
because I'd probably break all your equipment by like screeching too loud, because I'd be in the car and I'd just be yelling.
Yeah, that's the best place to sing.
I love singing in the car.
All right, so Sugar We're Going Down from the album Under the Cork Tree, 2005 album.
Which I have.
Good for you.
Thank you.
You're impressing me further and further.
I know. I'm being a good boy this evening.
All right, so Fallout Boy, Sugar We're Going Down.
Am I more than you bargained
going down, round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. Loaded gun complex, cock it and pull it. We're going down. Cock it and pull it.
Pop punk in all its glory.
Yep.
Fall Out Boy.
Awesome band.
Sugar, we're going down. Another grocery store reminder for you.
Yeah, it's two of them now.
Yeah.
One song being much more approved than the first one.
Yeah.
Saying the first one was Hall Notes.
Yeah. And you dancing is just terrible.
Yeah, it is really bad. You can't tell, but I'm a white boy who can't dance.
All right, so we got two more songs left, so hang with us here. It's not going to be 12:30 that we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 12:40.
Yeah.
Well, we got two more songs, so don't fear. We've got this Electric Boogie, also known as The Electric Slide, by Marcia Griffiths.
Mm-hmm.
And why the heck do you have her on here?
This one just always seems to pop up on vacation. When we go to Florida, we'll go to like Johnny Rockets in the song we're playing. Just recently we went on a cruise, and I took some line dancing classes while on the cruise ship. Yeah, see, I could have broken that out for you. I even restrained there. I took some line dancing classes, and we did the Electric Slide.
Is that for your girlfriend?
Huh?
Girlfriend? Are you going to go line dancing together?
Oh, we have gone to the Twang, the Tractor Twang, if you know what that is.
No, not at all.
I think it's out in Newville. If there's people listening, then they're probably going, oh, the Tractor Twang, I know what that is. It's a barn that out in Newville that you can go and you can park your car in a mud pit. I think they just renovated, made a bigger dance floor, and you can just line dance all night. It's fantastic. It's really a lot of fun. I've been there a couple times. I really like it. But the Electric Slide showed up on the cruise ship, and it always shows up on vacation. It's just a song that like makes me feel like I need to relax and chillax, and it's really a lot of fun now because on on the cruise ship we had a line dancing instructor who was both clearly practicing alternative lifestyles, and he was also Irish, so he had the most fantastic lisp accent that I have ever heard.
An Irish lisp.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just fun to listen to him talk.
Yep.
I would pay for a CD of him just like, I don't know, reading Moby Dick or something, because it was the most fantastic speech. Just fun to listen to. And he taught us the Electric Slide.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's listen to that song.
And
then
feel free to get up and do the Electric Slide.
to keep you awake for the last one more song that we have.
Yes.
You're not dancing anywhere. I'm going to tape you down to your chair.
That's fine.
Okay, good.
I'll do it in my head.
All right. Well, you do that. Everybody else do it. Get up and do it at home.
It's electric. You can't see it. It's electric. You gotta feel it. It's electric. Ooh, it's shocking. It's electric. Dig it up, Mr. Kelly with that bubbling electric melody. She's a moving
teach you, I'll teach you the electric slide. Some say it's a mistake, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. You can't resist it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. You can't do without it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Thinking of somebody, she's a chicken, feeling jolly, she's a moving along with she's so good. Don't wanna lose it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. But you can't use it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. But you know it's there. Here, there, and everywhere. Teach you, I'll teach you the electric slide. Woogie, woogie, woogie. You can't see it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. You gotta feel it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Ooh, it's shocking, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Dig it up, it's a Kelly with the bubble neck to Kelly. She's a moving along with electric. She's so good. You gotta know it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. That you can't hold it, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. But you know it's there. Here, there, and everywhere. Hola, hola, hola. Hola, hola,
All right, so we got one more song left here tonight.
Last one.
Last one.
Good thing.
Yeah, we've been doing, of course, a radio presentation of Justin's soundtrack, Justin Perkins' soundtrack to his life. It's been an exciting, eventful.
It's been an awkward nostalgic trip for me. I'm not sure what to think about or what to dwell on in my past.
But there's a whole lot. So now we've got one more. Billy Joel.
Billy Joel
An interesting choice.
He is the man.
If you say so. And so tell me why Billy Joel is in your life.
Billy Joel is like one of the greatest artists ever, I think, in my opinion. But I've never been to a concert. As bad as that sounds, I've never gone to a concert when I was in high school. I have a lot of bands I really like. Never even been to a Bare Naked Ladies concert. Just nothing really appealed to me about the concert scene. But I think it was last spring for my birthday, my dad got Billy Joel tickets, and we went to Philadelphia, the Wachovia Center, and saw him play. And I really want to go see more concerts now, because he was a really good entertainer. He is the entertainer, and I wish I had chosen that song. But my favorite song by him is Allentown, and that's the one I chose.
Why?
Just because my dad always liked Billy Joel, so I've heard a lot of his songs throughout his career.
Yeah.
I just love his music. I don't know. There's like no specific attachment. Billy Joel is awesome. I can't understand how anyone cannot at least mildly appreciate Billy Joel's music.
I mildly appreciate Billy Joel.
Good. Then we are appeased.
All right.
We are in harmony.
So we got the final song, Allentown, your first concert.
My first concert and only concert so far.
An only concert.
I
That's
highly
okay.
recommend seeing him in concert. He's pretty old now, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's an alcoholic.
And he's an alcoholic. He did make at the concert. He said something. He said something to the effect of, "Thank you for even the people in the nosebleed seats. Thank you for paying for your tickets, because I still get that money. And I really need that money because for some reason my insurance is just so high. And he was making a joke because he's been caught drunk driving a number of times.
Yes.
So I guess it's good he can make that kind of joke at his own expense.
It's part of the rehabilitation process, probably.
Is it really?
I don't know.
I never had to be rehabilitated. We went through my drug phase already.
I think accepting that you have a problem is the first step.
He was just, even at his age, he did a really awesome job.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your first and only concert so far.
I'll go to more, I promise.
Good. Take your lovely
And
girlfriend.
I'll buy more albums too.
Yeah. Yeah, you should do that.
I should buy more albums.
Once you have a real job and make money, because you are graduating this
I have 2 jobs as it is now.
coming fall. Yeah, but you don't buy CDs.
But I don't buy CDs.
It's unfortunate. But once you have a real job and have some expendable income,
Yeah.
as long as you don't plan on having 5 kids right away. Not right away. Space it out. Give yourself some time.
I don't
in
plan on
between.
having 5 kids at all.
Okay. Well, good for you. You can have 2 and a dog. Yeah?
If I have extras, you can have some. Of
Oh,
them.
I don't want any. Thanks.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Lucky you.
Send them to China. I think I
I thought they had a problem. They had too many.
Yeah, well, they can use somewhat more. Sure.
Send them to, no, I probably shouldn't send them away. I'm already, like, calling DHL and having them, like, get ready to pick up a package.
Yeah. There you go. In about 9 months, I'll need you here at 10 p.m. Yeah. Well, good
Okay.
luck with your life. Thank you
Thanks.
for sharing your life
You're
story
welcome.
here.
It was a lot of fun. I like doing it.
Yeah, we enjoyed having all this variety of music.
Yeah, this has probably never been done before.
Yeah, this was good. So, thank you. Good
You're
luck
welcome.
in your future and being a real person. In
Thanks
real
for
life.
everybody who's still listening.
Yeah. So we have the last song. We're going to end it up here with some Billy Joel, Allentown.
Yep. Enjoy.